नमस्कार साथियों, मैं डॉक्टर लोकेश भाटिया स्वागत करता हूं आपके लोक टॉक्स चैनल पर। साथियों, आज एंगर सीरीज का सेकंड पार्ट पे चर्चा मैं कर रहा हूं। फर्स्ट पार्ट में आप ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं कि फिजिकल इफेक्ट्स ऑफ एंगर क्या क्या होते हैं, आपके हार्ट पे असर क्या हो रहा है, ब्रेन पे, आपको अर्ली एज पे हार्ट अटैक आ सकता है, आपको स्ट्रोक हो सकता है, तमाम सारी इस तरह की चीजें जो है हम चर्चा ऑलरेडी उस वीडियो में कर चुके हैं। तो साथियों, आज के वीडियो में मैं चर्चा यह करने वाला हूं कि ऐसे कौन से लोग हैं या ऐसी कौन सी परिस्थितियां हैं जिनमें हमें गुस्सा आता है। साथियों, थोड़ा सा मेरे लिए लगातार हिंदी में बोलना थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग होता है। मैं कोशिश बहुत करता हूं, आप भी देखते होंगे मेरे सारे वीडियोस में मेरा प्रयास पूरा रहता है कि मैं हिंदी में बोलूं, लेकिन मेरे लिए बहुत चैलेंजिंग होता है, तो मुझे क्षमा कीजिएगा। लेकिन हाँ, हिंदी के जितने भी मेरे लिसनर्स हैं, व्यूवर्स हैं, उनके लिए मैं ये पूरा प्रयास रहेगा कि आपके लिए या तो मैं जब हिंदी में बोल रहा होता हूँ तब इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेशन आ जाए, और जब इंग्लिश में बोल रहा होता हूँ तब हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन आ जाए, ताकि दोनों ही भाषा के ज्ञाता लोगों को एडवांटेज मिल सके। तो आइए साथियों, चर्चा करते हैं आज के इस टॉपिक के ऊपर। नमस्कार, वेलकम टू लोक टॉक्स। Thank you very much for subscribing to this channel for professional medical guidance, spirituality and meditation and life coaching. Here is my WhatsApp number. Do connect me in person if you have any question. Thank you. So, number one situation is holding on to your own thoughts too strongly. When you are holding on to your thoughts so strongly that you cannot listen anything otherwise. And that is a situation where one feels angry, leading to a conditioned life, not able to avail free will of given to us by Lord Krishna, of living a free will. हम जितनी भी प्राणी हैं, हमें एक स्वतंत्र स्वभाव दिया गया है ताकि हम जी सके। एक एग्जाम्पल के लिए मैं कहूँ कि अगर मैं जैसा सोचता हूँ वैसा ही मैं चाहूँ कि दूसरे भी सोचें, अगर वो नहीं सोचेंगे मुझे गुस्सा आएगा। Means if I am a vegetarian, I want to force everybody. ये जो superficial forcing है, इसमें anger आना स्वाभाविक। If I am Hindu or a Muslim, then I want everybody to become the same. Definitely, we cannot enjoy life like that, right? Means attitude is such that my way or highway. Whatever I possess should always remain with me. So, this is one class that you are holding on your thoughts so strongly, anything otherwise makes you to feel angry. Dominance, right? Second is expectations. Whatever I expect from people or situations, everything should be in accordance to my own thinking. Everything should be aligned with my own thinking, and that is my expectations with the world or any situation, any given certain situation. But others still, if they are still misbehaving, if I am behaving good, I expect others also to behave good with me. But others still misbehaves. And it is something like, if I don't eat a lion, I expect lion also not to eat me, right? How is that possible? It's a lion's nature to eat you, right? And then I'm expecting lion to spare me. Another example can be, I being a doctor, I expect everybody to call me Dr. Lokesh, right? But isn't it too much on my part to expect that everybody should be behaving the same, everybody should be giving the same respect? It's not possible, it's not right on my part, right? But if I start expecting like that, I will feel angry. I'll feel very upset, and I may react, and I can give a lot of misbehavior kind of or anger expressions to the person from whom I am expecting, because my expectations are not getting met. That's how I get wild very often. Someone who is a retired officer, government officer, introduces himself as X so and so, blah blah blah. Now his expectations are that he should be treated the same way he or she was being treated when he or she was holding that position. And when that position is no more there, when people they don't, because the position gets a respect. Whereas we as humans start thinking that I am the one getting respect. So all this I, me, myself, you must have heard. I've already spoken to you in my ego topic. And this is how we negate and dishonor our own human existence. So, and this is how we start leading an egoistic life. Third comes greed. It's something I already have. Even then, I can't share with anyone. Like if I am playing in a share market, right? And whenever I'm making any investments, I want that company to do the best, better and better every day. But is that really possible? Will it not drop down someday? And it makes me angry. So if that makes you angry and you are not able to do anything, you either feel frustrated because things are not under your control and you have nobody to blame for that situation, you feel frustrated, right? Or eventually may divert or react for no reason on someone whom you think you can control them. You get upset with A situation and you divert that whole reaction to B. B may be a person, B may be a situation. Maybe your son, maybe your daughter, maybe your life partner. You switch over because at A situation you were not able to react because you felt if I'll react there, things will not be good with me. So you start throwing all your reactions to whom you think you can control them. Means you are not able to accept people or those situations or understand their emotions. And this is what is called poor emotional intelligence. Resistance to all such situations, all such scenarios of life only makes you angry. And as it is said, being in love means being in acceptance. As far as possible, I will not react. I will stay cool, calm, composed. We think we are empty within, so tend to do all such things. Every now and then we need entertainments. Long videos we cannot handle because of the attention deficit disorders which we have developed over a period of time. We want every time something new, something entertaining, right? So in order to fill that void within us, we hold on to our thoughts, feelings and emotions and uselessly act impatiently to regret later. In reality, we should be detaching ourselves from all such situations and dependency on thoughts, feelings, emotions and act in more wiser manner, act more patiently, adequately pause, taking deep breaths peacefully. It's not only pause from the words, pause within too and think what next. You will be able to handle more patiently, and that only is called to respond to a situation, responding to people, responding to negative situations. If needed, maybe assertively, maybe in a controlled manner. One may have to express. There's nothing wrong in a controlled anger where you have control over every word what you are saying. If you are doing that, the controlled anger will neither have any physical effects on you, but yes, instead of repressing yourself, you should be able to express it. But when you respond, when you have taken adequate pause and then thinking what you are doing, what you should be doing, then you know what to say, how controlled you should be expressing yourself in every situation, and action of yours will be well under your own control. If you have a sense of fullness within, and then only you will be able to develop control of your own anger. And all this, believe me my dear friends, all this happens because of one single fundamental, that if we are body conscious, We have our consciousness of our position, money, power. All these things makes us more dominance. Act of dominance comes in. I want to feel more superior, to make every other person inferior. And this is what is ego. So, all this position, power, etc. to all feel complete is really needed to all of us. Is it possible to subtract anything from zero? So try to think about all these things. Try to become zero. And that is only possible if you start thinking that give up your body consciousness, lead a life of soul consciousness, as we also call the same as a Krishna consciousness. Higher is the self-esteem, lower is the anger. Higher is the anger, lower is the self-esteem. You have already seen my one video recently on self-esteem. Earlier also I have published one video on self-esteem. Recently also you have understood self-esteem. So anger, frustration, anxiety are all the signs of ego. You have already seen one video on what is ego. I have covered up all the layers of ego in that. So higher is the ego, poor is the self-esteem. Alright. So all these videos are correlating together. Right. So the self-esteem is based on the reality, whereas ego is based on your self-image, which you have created on your own. So that's a false image when you will sit all alone with your own self, you will realize how false it is. But when it comes to showing it to the world, you don't want that false image to be broken, right? So, to strengthen your self-esteem, work on your health, on your physical aspect of your health. Do some exercises, take moderation, consume vegetarian foods, which are not very exciting. Work on your psychological responses, your emotions, your mental and your spiritual levels. Spiritual levels, as I said just now, give up the body consciousness, think always soul consciousness. And make yourself more peaceful. Make a habit of responding and not reacting. Next, work on your skills to strengthen your reality, and that only will make you to develop your own self-esteem. Learn from the failures and from the success as well. Keep on progressing every day, learning from every day, learning from every experience. Success and failures both will make you egoistic. One should be able to handle success, one should be able to handle failures both. Because both the situation can make you egoistic. If you stop bothering for success or failure at your inner self, inner core self, nothing should matter you. Success, failures, doesn't matter. You should know that you have to keep working. The outer self will have to struggle for success. But the inner self, make yourself free from the result. Just keep working to improving yourself. Impress your own self. That will strengthen your own self-esteem. So, my dear friends, this is how this anger, when the situations, when we think that we can control X and Y, that is where, like, if you are going on a road and somebody hits you from the back, and when the moment the first thought comes to your mind, you are not at fault. The moment you realize that you are not at a fault, you try to control other person. Try to think you can also be in his place, right? So that compassion, that empathy towards other person will definitely make you to cool down. Will definitely make you to think that you also can be in his place, right? There is no driver on the road who has never committed any mistake ever. So small mistakes can always happen, and we should be able to forgive people because we are also not perfect, right? As long as we are not perfect, how can we expect perfection from others? And if that is so, the compassion, empathy, the ability to forgive people can only make you more peaceful from within. So my dear friends, hope trying to cover this in this video, the social and emotional aspect of anger, ego, self-esteem, their relationships. You must have understood in this video, and that was the main objective to this talk today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Take care. See you sometime soon in the next video. Bye-bye. Make sure that you're sharing this video with your friends and relatives, and don't forget to subscribe to LOK Talks. Hit on the bell icon so that you are getting notified at the earliest possible moment of the next video uploads. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.